Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. With me, Matt. We're free for you all here on Alpine Highway again. Let's go for the players. It's on the Western Front. Representing the Allies there we have Leonard as the United States with their commander. We have Commander Section as Airborne Company straight to Cape for the United States. Rounding them out, we have Fabric host the United States with their commander. Representing the Axis there in the defense. We have I Hate My Life as Panzer Division for the Wehrmacht. Arranged Karma straight to go with Sturm Tactics for the Waffen-SS and rounded them out. Swordso as the Waffen-SS for our commander choice. Ooh, very good widespread in the map. I think this is the second time I've seen this map now. Looks very good. It's a very good looking map, I'll say that. Lots of points about. And the points are working on Company Phase 1 logic, I think, was the idea. So it's a little bit different with how much they give. With the specialized points being much more valuable and the lesser points, you're not actually providing a lot, but they are very important for connections. And you can obviously build caches on them. Very wide map though, so we'll see how much of the action we'll be able to get a sight on. Looks like Varika's going for armored, with just a lot of riflemen coming out here. Not too unusual. Riflemen are this box standard for the United States after all. Anything from the northern flank? Mechanized. So we have a very combined force of Americans here. Airborne, mechanized and armored. That can give them a lot of possibilities in the late game, especially armor-wise for two of them. Panzer Tactics moving the Sturm Pioneer, well, Pioneers upwards. Let's see how that goes for the Wehrmacht later on. Americans move up, but they need to connect the points further. Firefights starting in the center now with the Sturm Pioneers encountering some American riflemen at a distance. American team arriving here with some more forces, including a squad of combat engineers. Unique to mechanize to call in early. You recruit them at their basic infantry location. Gonna kill on the jeep, but it has drawn fire away from the combat engineers. There are more riflemen coming up on the flank here. I think the Germans could end up being overrun here potentially. Looks like the Soldiers going for Panzerjäger. Sturm Pioneers did go down. That's a very big loss early on. Don't want to lose your Sturm Pioneers so early. Another GP in the center for the United States. Trying to apply some pressure. More Sturm Grenadiers nearby. Getting some shots into the flank of these riflemen now. Riflemen does get a grenade off. Grenade is not enough, but it has allowed the combat engineers and the jeep to move up, which forced them off. So the combat engineers are just leading the way. We have some Wallonians here on the in the center front. The Americans are pushing hard on the southern flank. If the Wehrmacht are equipped to deal with all these American riflemen yet. There's some more sandbags here for the Pioneers to utilize. Stopping the American push there. The Americans pushing up all across the front line here. Jeep is also doing its best to just apply pressure, suppressing some Wallonian squads. Yes, this Grenadiers also being forced back up here. Americans being very aggressive today, and so far it's working out in their favor. Lots of Wallonians being called here by Arranged Karma. Lots of Wallonians! They are a cheap alternative if you're playing as Sturm. Not as efficient though, I think. And lots of Wallonians. They get close to this jeep here so they can kill the gunner. The jeep opens up with his 30 caliber machine gun. And the gunner did get killed there. Wasn't jeep further back. It looks like the Wehrmacht is trying to stabilize down here, but it's not really working out for them. Americans are just pushing up more and more riflemen. Which is one of the powers the Americans cannot do, much like the Soviets. Just use manpower. Taking out a squad there. Getting quite close to the German base now, actually. But the pushing keeps happening up here. But the Wallonians have pushed through in the center, creating a bit of a bulge. We do have an airdrop going in, probably some American airborne troops somewhere, I imagine. Yep, they're landing right here. So the US airborne are now landing straight into the... Actually, those are just Pathfinders. Those are decent enough to get in. Pathfinders are pretty... Oh man, the Americans lost practically everything in the center. Damn. Those Wallonians were apparently efficient enough. Your machine guns are now being pushed forwards. Need to try and hold the ground. G drives forward, but straight into an MG34, which threats it. Can they kill it coming in here? Yes, they can. And the Germans might have a little bit more of an opening again. I find this IR securing territory pretty fast. But I don't think the American Riflemen in the center can hold on there for long. Well, those Pathfinders on the flank are trying to help, but they're being targeted down. MP-34s are being equipped now on the Valonians, and they're pretty damn good. Yeah, they mowed out the Pathfinders. You know, the Americans still pushing down here. The Wehrmacht is in trouble. They're trying to take up. More machine guns are being pushed up from the Panzerjägers, applying pressure here to the American infantry, who just try to remain in cover. You have an ambulance to provide replenishment and healing. Once that smoke clears, they'll be under fire again.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Yeah, the MG-34 is just suppressing them immediately. We do have a Greyhound coming up here for the United States. We'll see if that'll be any use to them. We also have an airborne lieutenant on the field. But the Valonians are behind cover. He needs to get behind cover himself. That's the lack of American troops at the moment. The airborne forces really did get completely shredded. They do have a captain coming out now as well. Southern flank, the Americans just digging in and holding on. But up here's where the fight against the Greyhound has now revealed itself. The Germans at the moment are lacking AT equipment. They do have a Panzerjäger squad coming into the field. You need to get up there quick to try and deal with this Greyhound. The Grenadiers do a Panzerfaust though. And it is in range. Greyhound gets taken out. Got too close to the Grenadiers. Definitely going in there on a machine gun. Almost clearing it out. I might give it an opening for that BAR to get some shots in. Grenadiers are ready to try and take control of it though. They need to keep that machine gun manned, but it might be too late at this point. Also the American lieutenant coming up. Armed with carbines with 30 round magazines. That's actually a pretty damn good upgrade for them. Very tough start, but the Panzerjägers and the Mthis in general just pulling back. Can't hold that front anymore. The Germans are pushing hard for the center with the Valonians. And not letting up. Double Stuart tanks now running for the airborne. Will that be enough to push back the Valonians? The Valonians do lack long-range AT, so the Stuarts might actually be a good choice. Also have another Stuart running on the northern flank. And Deep trying to cover their flank now. The Realism and the Valonians are punching through. Americans steal that MG-34. They can make good use of that. We're going to get behind cover and have the ambulance so they can replenish at the front. Pretty damn useful to have. They do get a grenade off, but the Stuart Grenadiers die for it. I don't know if that was worth. Stuarts are now appearing in the center. James are quickly taking cover behind some of the trees. He needs to use line of sight here. These are the best of their abilities. And Panzerjäger does have the equipment they need. They just need to be close. Waiting just around the corner there. Ooh, are they gonna do it? Yep, they Panzerfaust. Oh no, that was another Panzerfaust. That is a anti-tank grenade. Oh. And with that, the Stuart can just push through now. Valonians are not equipped to deal with this. Especially when the Stuarts are using canister rounds. You know, the Americans try to do a push up here. Looks like the Stuart tank got destroyed. They're trying to hold on, but the Americans using a lot of cover are able to them. Until being called in by the American lieutenant as well. And the Stuart tanks just advancing, getting very close to the German front line. Valonians are not equipped to deal with Stuarts like this. Pack is starting to be rolled in, but it's gonna be a while until it arrives. Can they hold on long enough for that is the question. While this is going on, the Americans are just gonna start conquering terrain back. Bring their own beachhead and bolts soon. And I don't know what this command have target doing. They needs to pull back. And the Valonians cannot handle this. You have some troops on the Wehrmacht on the flank here. They themselves are being suppressed. Germans up here also being pinned down very quickly. Lots of fire being exchanged. HQ's now under fire, but the canister rounds are not going to do any damage. They need to swap to AP rounds if they want to actually damage that thing. I think they're switching now. Yeah, they're swapping back to AP, which will damage it. But the pack is rolling up slowly. I don't think it'll arrive in time though. Mozilla calling the buff. This is forcing them back. Because they've secured a lot of ground. The Vampire is trying to get their own positions back. But the Valonians arrive just in time to force these Stuarts back. But will it be enough? Pack is still rolling up. It's just a desperate ploy here from the Valonians to just buy time for the HQ structure and for the pack to get up there. Pack reveals itself, but it's under a lot of fire. But it's enough to force the Stuarts back. The Ladnung sitting in toss to try and buy themselves time. We have a fuel airdrop down here for the Americans. And the Germans did save that forward HQ for the moment. But for how long? Well, the American rifle are keeping the Storm Grenadiers at bay, suppressing them with all their automatic weaponry. Now the Thompson arm there, Rapid are going to get inside the barn here. Trying to apply more pressure. Oh, and there goes the Storm Grenadier, that's a huge loss. Valonians are still kind of pinned down here. We have mortars now running for the airborne. And also an American airborne captain doing something. Pulling the red rush. MP-54 are quickly rushing for him though. And mowing him down, but the artillery strike does go off. And if that hits, that might be the end of the HQ. But none of the shells hit. They're very lucky. Stuart goes down. Now the Americans keep pushing up over here. Getting very close to the German base, but they're now in range of the pillboxes if they keep going. Recon Lieutenant tries to call another artillery strike. A precision barrage around here, I imagine. It's also being moved up by the United States. They are more than ready. It's not looking good for the Germans here. They've been pushed up pretty damn fast. Americans are pretty damn good at the early game, I find. Especially if they act very aggressive.
Alright, you guys, make ready. Warning orders, men.
The two heading northwards to support the Mthis and their faltering flank. Need some to help push through. We also have the Valonians moving on the flank here. They're going to try and sweep the Americans out. On MP-54s, they're going to be very accurate even on the move. It's going to set up to deal with a 2-2 though. Oh no, they start moving it, and that is going to be the death sentence of that AT. The two and the Valonians are just moving into the Americans. Quickly clearing out this flank. That saves the Waffen-SS front up here. Good use of providing assistance to your teammates. Always an important thing you can do. These Valonians there's so many MP-54s. But it has left the center weak, but there's not a lot of Americans to push the center. So probably a very calculated move. Now the Valonians are pulling back after that. They bought the Allies time up here. That's the 2 is just causing issues. It's trying to hunt down that lieutenant. Oh, that's white phosphorus. Now the 2 has to reload. It will be able to kill that lieutenant, I think. Yes, it does. That really crippled the Americans in the northern flank. But more American stuff is arriving for the center. 50 caliber machine gun. But it's going to be under a lot of fire here. That's a lot of Valonians. I don't think that single 50 caliber can hold all this. Especially with how accurate the MP-44 is. The Germans still hold this checkpoint. The 2 is now heading for the center here to cause issues. Trying to target out the Americans at range. Packers quickly rolling up to try and deal with their Stuart. And they succeeds. Flamheads has been prepared as well. We need to storm. Here is to secure the northern flank again. And Valonians keep pressuring, continuously pressuring the center. So many Valonians. I don't think we've seen this many Valonians in a long time. They used to be very popular back in the day. Back when they had Panzerfaust. I'm glad they no longer have Panzerfaust though. They made them a little bit too efficient and everything. Those Imperial forces shredding the Americans. Also, so much damage there. The Americans cannot hold this. Imperial forces has just ripped into them. Americans need some more dedicated infantry. They do have some American airborne here, but that's like a cover, and that's a lot of automatic fire coming their way. We also have a command Panzer II coming up, which is going to be even more. The airborne are just not equipped to deal with this. There's far too much German force here. Well, I suppose Valonian force. We do have a Sherman on the northern flank and A3, which is going to be much more difficult for the Germans to handle. We do have a squad of Panzerjägers waiting here, waiting for the opportune time to ambush. They need to be very patient.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field. The Americans have cut us.
Generally, people are not patient enough for their Panzerjägers. You need to wait for the right time to strike. But the Americans are keeping a lot of stuff nearby their vehicles here. And the A3 Shermans are just ripping into the Grenadiers here.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Damn, it's just... These A3s are just so lethal. Panzerjägers have been spotted though. Now they have to get out there. And now the German front might be in very big trouble. A3 Shermans are not easy to deal with. Command Panzer II Lukes is also causing issues down here. We do have an A2 Sherman coming out of the United States down here. Plum hits this guy in the center. The A3 Shermans are just driving down the highway. Being very aggressive here, as they should. The A3 Sherman is a very good Sherman. You need to mechanize, I think. It's basically almost Sherman, but it's on the HVS's chassis, which means it just has better mobility and more armor. Also more accuracy in the move, I think. The Sherman's just a decent tank here. There's also another A3 coming up. Yes, lots of A3s. Which I don't blame them. The A3 is very good at dealing with infantry. Shermans generally are very good at dealing with infantry. Flamheads is pressing now. Flaminiers get burned now. But the Flamheads needs to be very careful. There's a lot of Shermans here. Gets taken out there by one Sherman. Again, I feel like flamethrowers should do more damage to tanks, but they just don't for some reason. Now we have the A2 Sherman down here, going towards the Panzer II. I don't think the Germans are prepared for dealing with more Shermans down here. Especially now that the 50 caliber machine gun can actually damage stuff like the Panzer II fairly efficiently. If he took some damage there in this up north. The mechanized officers are still present. But grenaded though. He's still alive. Ambulance gets taken out. The A3 Shermans are still moving about. Lots of Valonians just moving about here. We do have a Puma coming onto the fields. Very maneuverable here for a ranged Karma. And for very maneuverable units. Trying to hunt on this Sherman here. But so far it's failing to penetrate. There's a pack up here as well. Smoke being popped there by the Sherman. And there's too many packs pointed at it. The Puma can keep up. Puma misses though. Puma does not have the most efficient gun at dealing with that kind of armor. They're still trying. So many bounces right there. There you go, Puma gets it in the end. More Shermans are now running for the United States, even in the center here for the airborne. So lots of Shermans now present. Germans are slowly being pushed further and further back. They are almost lost control entirely of the highway. Mechanized troopers also been calling now for the United States cavalry troopers. That's what the airborne are doing. Probably gonna invest in more tanks instead of getting airborne infantry. Valonians are ready to move again. Lots of Valonians. But the instant they see that Sherman, they don't want to keep pushing that way. I'm certain of it. Because the Sherman's just assuming machine guns on it for them to deal with. Just take unnecessary casualties. There are more airdrops coming in for the United States Air Force. Some fuel for the armor and some more paratroopers, I'm imagining. Let's see where they're airdropping. Probably around here. Oh, just some Pathfinders. Okay. Puma cannot do well against the Shermans here. He's not frontally. Sherman 76 also present. Puma's really being outclassed here. A3 Sherman's still being repaired up here. They've actually set up a repair station to operate from. Very good for the mechanized commander to use his abilities. Well, unique features. I don't think it's a unique feature with repair station. I think all Americans can just do that. But it's very good for mechanized to do. Yeah, Germans might soon be overrun by the Shermans. Oh, good shot in the flank there from the pack. But the Sherman manages to back off. Sherman tries to advance but gets hit by a Panzer strike. Doesn't destroy it though. Sherman pushes up here, gets a good high explosive round off. Puma tries to deal with it. One shot will be all it takes. Oh, it missed. They're trying to focus on the Panzer 48 first, very smart. Turret jammed on the Panzer 4. They can focus on the Puma now. Puma gets cleared out. Panzer 4 is next. Shermans are still pushing here in the center too. Lots of Shermans are present. Packers on the flank though. Trying to get shots in. More artillery strikes coming in for the lieutenant. Panzer 4 gets cleared. The 2 is not going to survive. Yeah, gets hit by a Sherman. Sherman gets penned there by the Pack 40. Smoke being popped and it pulls back for repairs. We do have a stock G here, but will that be enough? They need more to try and hold the line, but they only have very few vehicles on the field. The stock is very reliable in front-to-front fighting. Shermans keep trying to apply pressure to the packs, and so far they're doing a pretty damn good job of it. Laying up one pack there. The 50 caliber machine guns are just so efficient. Shermans pull back for repairs here. Balloons moving back to the front line. Again, they lack AT equipment. We do have a artillery observation stock here. These riflemen are not going to last long. Yeah, now they're getting mowed down by the MP-34s. More artillery going in. Germans are trying to sit up, but they're under being suppressed by artillery. Fine. Just automatic fire in general. None less is Sherman A3. They pull back, but it's a little bit too late, I think. They lose the machine gun there. One Sherman does go down. I thought it was a half track, never mind. Gets taken out by the artillery observation stock. A lot more Shermans are being prepared here by the US Armor Company. I don't think the Germans can stop all these Shermans. If we're pushing up here again. Overran the observation stock. Here comes the main push of Sherman 76s, which takes out the stock very quickly. Now the 50 caliber machine guns are being equipped, which lays down a lot more suppressive fire in the infantry, keeping the Germans pinned to the ground. And the A3s just drive down the main highway. Express run being loaded here by a Sherman. Aim for that pack. Good shot, takes it out. Now the Sherman 56s are flanking. I don't think the Germans can hold this, and now we have the US Air Force coming in for a good measure. Oh, it's a defensive overwatch. It's not actually going to hit the Germans at all. It needs to actually enter Allied territory. But it is a scare factor, I think. Shows the Allies have air superiority. I don't think the Germans can keep this up. The Germans are just driving through. Deutschland Panzerdivision in the field. They managed to get a Panzerfaust and destroy the Sherman, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. Yeah, the Shermans are just cleaning out all the flanks now. Melonian's gonna be too much, and indeed the Germans surrender as the Americans push through. Nice, short, and very aggressive match. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next round one. Bye bye.